everyone, welcome to today's video on how to build an AI agent. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire process of creating an AI agent from scratch, covering everything from defining your problem to deploying the agent into a real-world environment. Let's dive right in. Before we dive into how to build an AI agent, let us first get clear on what an AI agent really is. Think of it as a smart helper that can make decisions and take actions on its own based on what it sees or hears around it. There are few types of AI agents: reactive agents, which respond instantly to what is happening without thinking ahead. Deliberative agents, these are more thoughtful. They plan their actions based on goals. Then we have hybrid agents, the best of both worlds. They react quickly but also thinks things through when needed. You have probably already seen AI agents in action like Siri, Alexa answering your questions, chatbots solving customer problems, or Netflix recommending your next favorite movie. Now that we understand what AI agents are, let us talk about how to build one. It takes 6 key steps. First, define the problem. Be clear about what you want the AI agent to do. Is it answering questions, recommending products, or something else? Second, pick the right approach. Will you teach it with examples, that is supervised, or let it find patterns on its own, which is unsupervised, or learn from trial and error, that is reinforcement? Third, collect the data. Good data is the fuel for a smart AI. The better the data, the better the agent. And fourth, build the model. This is where you design the brain of your agent. Fifth, train and test. You teach the model using data, then test it to see how well it performs. And the last, deploy and monitor. Put your agent into the real world and keep an eye on it to make sure it keeps working well. We will explore each of these steps in more detail next. So step 1 in building AI agent is to clearly define the problem you want it to solve. This step lays the foundation for everything that comes next. So start by asking yourself, what do I want this AI to do? Should it answer questions, recognize images, suggest movies or products? Once you are clear on the task, think about where this AI agent will be used. Is it for customer support, or self-driving cars, or healthcare? Getting specific about the task and the domain right at the beginning helps you make smarter choices down the road. It is like setting the destination before starting a journey. Next, you need to choose the right learning approach for your AI agent. There are few main options. Supervised learning. This is like learning with a teacher. You give the AI examples where both the question and correct answers are known. It learns from those examples. Unsupervised learning. Here, the AI learns on its own without labeled answers. It is great for spotting hidden patterns or grouping similar things together. And third, reinforcement learning. This is like training a pet. The AI learns by trying things out and getting rewards or penalties based on what it does. Perfect for tasks like teaching a robot to move through a maze. Now, the approach you choose depends on the problem you are solving. Sometimes using a mix of these methods works best. And once you have picked your approach, the next step is collecting data. Think of data as the fuel that powers your AI agent, and you will need high quality and relevant data to train your agent well. There are two types of data that you will work with: structured and unstructured data. Structured data is organized in info like numbers in spreadsheets or databases, easy for AI to handle. Whereas unstructured data includes things like text, images, audio, videos. It's more complex and needs extra processing. So now where does this data come from? You can get it through APIs, scrap it from websites, or use public datasets available online. Just remember, before training your agent, you will need to clean and format the data properly. Clean data means better results. And now comes the exciting part, developing the model. This is where you choose the algorithms that will make your AI agent smart. The model you pick depends on the kind of problem you are solving. For tasks like sorting, labeling data, you might use decision trees, neural networks, or support vector machines. For image related tasks, convolutional neural networks, that is CNNs, work best. And for understanding sequences like text or speech, recurrent neural networks, that is RNNs, are a great fit. You will choose the tools to build your model. Most developers use Python along with libraries like TensorFlow, PyTorch, or Scikit-learn. And what is the goal here? Build a model that really understands the problem you're solving. And once your model is ready, it is time to train and test it. This is where your AI agent actually learns how to do its job. First, you feed it the training data. This is how the agent learns patterns and makes sense of the task. But just training is not enough. You also need a test set. Data the agent has not seen before. This shows how well it can handle new real world situations. To see how your agent is doing, you will track things like accuracy, precision, and recall, and which will help you measure performance. And if the results are not great, no worries. You can tweak the model or improve the data to make the agent smarter. And once your AI agent is trained and working well, the next step is deployment, putting it into the real world. That could mean adding it to an app, a website, or another system where it can interact with users or respond to its environment. But here's the thing, deployment is not the finish line. You need to monitor the agent regularly. Is it still doing its job well? Has the data changed? If so, you might need to retrain it. Keep an eye on performance metrics and always gather feedback from users. This helps you improve the agent and keep it useful over time. Now let us see a demo on how to build an AI agent. So we are building a simple RAG-based question answering web app using Llama Index, which is to load documents and build a searchable index, Hugging Face embeddings to turn text into vectors for semantic search, Google Gemini via Google Gen AI API to generate intelligent answers, and Gradio to create a user-friendly web interface. So let's start. Firstly, we import tools to read documents, create an index, and query it. Then we import Google Gen AI to access Gemini LLM. Then we import Hugging Face embeddings for converting text to vectors. And lastly, we import Gradio to build a web interface. And then load all text-based files from .data directory. These will be indexed so the app can answer questions about them. Then we are setting up the embedding model. It uses a Hugging Face model to create a semantic vector embeddings from text, and this helps the app find relevant documents for any user question. So next, let us connect to the Gemini model. So set up the connection to Gemini LLM from Google. And Gemini 2.0 Flash is lightweight, fast variant, good for quick responses. Keep in mind, you should use an environment variable instead of hard coding your API key. And then we will build a vector-based search index from our loaded documents, which allows faster semantic retrieval based on user queries. And finally, build a Gradio web interface. How? Create a lightweight web app with a text box for the user to ask a question, a text output area for the answer, and a title and description to guide the user. So next we are creating a query engine which will combine the index with the Gemini model. When a user asks a question, it retrieves relevant document chunks and send those plus the question to Gemini, and Gemini will reply based on this context. And then we will define a simple answering function, a function that takes the user question and passes it to the query engine, returns the generated answer. And now we are building a Gradio web interface, which is a lightweight web app with a text box for the user to ask a question, a text output area for the answer, and a title and description to guide the user. And then lastly, we will launch the web application. This starts a local server with the Gradio app. Open it in your browser, type a question and get document-based answer. So let's move first to the folder where our file is, and then create a virtual environment, python -m venv and venv, and then we need to activate it, and then we need to install the requirements.txt. And once we have all our required dependencies, so run the application with the command python app.py. So here it has given us a URL which we can copy and paste to the browser, and will take us to our UI where we can talk to the agent and get the desired outcome. So let us ask a question related to a document and see if it can answer. And you can see the answer has been given. To wrap things up, let's quickly recap the main steps involved in building an AI agent. Defining your problem, choosing the right learning approach, collecting and pre-processing data, developing and training the model, deploying the agent and monitoring its performance. Looking ahead, AI agents are evolving rapidly. We are seeing a trend towards more autonomous agents, explainable AI, and better human AI collaboration. The possibilities are endless. And with this, that's a wrap. Join NIT's program today and take the first step towards securing your future. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more career insights, and drop a comment on which tool you are most excited about. See you in the next one. Thank you.